Hi guys, welcome back to bkks on this glorious day. Decided to pop out this morning to a dealer I haven't been to for a little while, so I want to come out and check out what stock they got in, have a look round, and potentially even look at the filters, because obviously I'm still after a drum filter. Come to Queni. So I'll have a look round, have a look at the drums, because I haven't really looked at them up close, so let's get in and let's have a look. Nice tank of Sankeys and showers. There's a Chagai there. Oh, beautiful. Very nice for Jacko there. I like that. That is nice. There's a couple in there actually. Oh, some hackers in there as well. There's one with some showers, some Tancho showers. The Hakus, the Yamabuki Ogon in there. A couple of Yamabukis. Some more Hakus. Again, all varied prices depending on what you go. If you come here, they're all in the book. Various prices in the book for whatever you're looking at. Mix of smaller ones in here. There's Shiros, Tanchos, Yamabukis, some Asagi. Some various ones in there. Various prices. Again, another little bit of a mix. Adam has said he has been moving stuff around and moving tanks around. He's had more shipments in, and they are preparing, getting ready for the national. Yeah, we've all sorts of edge. Takeshi Ogons, Yamabuki Ogons, Akamatsubas, Shiros, Showers, Sankeys. Chibas. Chibas quite nice actually, I do like them. Quite nice. Another mix in here. Lots of small showers and Sankeys, some larger Shiros in there, platinum Ogons by the look of it. Again, quite varied. Don't know how much you can see with the glare. It's a very bright day today. Again, some nice achievers in there. The Goshkis, that's a nice Goshki I've just seen. Quite a few nice Goshkis actually. The Kajakus, Kikisuis maybe. Oh. We've got some Chagois, some Shushuis, small Shushuis, and some mixed. Lots of Chagois. Some nice small Shushuis. Goshki's in there as well. mixed in there. Some golden corn somewhere. I think that's them down. I think I can see just one just down there. Nice variety in there again. Some chikisuis, showers, asagi. Some asagi in there. It's like akamatsuba maybe. A bit dark in that one to see all of them. Let's mix in there again. Some yamabukis, asagis, shiros, showers, and groshki again. Here we've got some kahakus, showers, akamatsubas, nice kikisui there. Real good mix. A lot a bit bigger, these ones. Some of these are, I'd say, 28 and above, the 35, maybe 40, a couple in there. So nice, quite a large shishui down there. Some showers. Chagois, akamatsubas, some karashigoi, some kikisui, kajakus, I think that's in Agrogoki Ogon. Or Aragogi, how they pronounce it. Yeah, Kietsuris, Yamabukis. Kietsuris. And some Shiro.
Beautiful bit of national.
Well, these ready for the national?
Right. Oh yes, I'm just sort of in the process of treating, finishing straight, just to bring it down in temperature. Everything in there is from Terrazzo, Queni North, in Nagata. You've got, what I've done is I've already moved the males out for the tanchos, so to the best of my knowledge the tanchos in there are female, so they will be at the show. Obviously this year as well, more emphasis on the tanchos for the special awards. And we've got some rubber kahatos, all of them in there total, and about 30 to 40 cm, some of the bigger ones are about 38 cm. So good size 1-year-olds, some really nice patterns from Terrazzo in there. That is doubling up a hospital pond and a holding pond for auction pieces, so some really lovely size 1 bits in there that I've photographed ready for auction. And what I might do is display future auctions at the show with a board. So all the cards are printed and ready to go. So there's a couple of lovely pieces, including like that Deutsche Kahaki there, for example, really lovely floral patterns.
Yeah.
Nice 4-step Kahaki at the back. The glimmering show is really lovely. So little bits for auction and general healing pond if you see any damage. They're in salt to see, so.
Nice groshki in there as well.
What, sorry?
Nice groshki in there.
Yes, yeah,
that's my favourite fish.
The Maritang groshki is particularly nice. The robing does darken up.
Nice.
That's quite pretty. And there is a really dark 3-step in there somewhere. Just under the shower, but it's gone really Kuroko where it's really webbed up over the benny, but it sort of suits that one to be honest. It's not messy. It's quite unusual that it's still healing with the fins, but they're Deutsche groshki. Those in there as well. Don't see too many of those. These are bits that are out of quarantine and I just need to get round to sorting through. You've got some nice Pyroi Deutsch. They'll probably come to the show. Some Hiyutsui from Karashi Toshinobu. Again, I might put half on display and then take half to the national. And then there's about 50 smaller Marihiro in there. Gonna take a bit of sorting, that one.
Yeah. Some nice ones in there though still.
These will be coming to the national. Can't remember all the breeders. You've got Eric and Masaki for Masagi and some Sato, sort of Kahaka and Tancho mix in there. So these have all been treated this week and they're just about to do the heat ramping, which is why I'm disinfecting the air source out there. This slightly foamy mess has just been Alcorex this week, so they came in just over 2 weeks ago now. We've got some lovely big jumbo tozai from Sakai Company down in the south of Japan. And some little Aragoki bits as well, all sorts. So a bit of a mishmash, but a nice one. You've got some Agata in there as well, some decent sized jumbo tozai.
So these will be out after the national?
After, yeah. So approximately 2 weeks after the national. There's a little bit fun. A bit of everything in there. The things we need to sort. Things that might grow on, you know, bits and pieces. Some of the male terrazzo tanchos that I've sorted through. Once everything's out of quarantine, they sort of merged into here until I can photograph them individually. But a lot of those, the tags and the yamis and things, I might just throw on, just have a bit of fun with. See if I can get some good growth on them. And then obviously offer them for a better price than this time in October. These are coming to the national. We've got some very high quality Koshiki Kahaka in here. They are in our Japan Live section on the website at the minute. So they are out of quarantine next week. So it'll be the week of the national, bang on 6 weeks. And there's some Sankin Kahaki from Yamamatsu in there as well. Don't ask me where the shows are from, I can't remember right this second. I've got so many different breeders in quarantine.
It must be hard to keep track of what you got and where they're from.
Yes, definitely. These will be the national.
More for the national.
So, they're making me the tube, there's a couple of lovely ones in there. They're from Hiroi, up in the north. And you've got some Marasai, like silver fox type Makashis, and some Yamas as well. All tozai, so really good sizes. The only one that's not is the rather large Yami that lurks at the bottom. She is 71 centimetres and she's 3 years old.
Only 3?
Yeah.
Well, there's some growth on that monster there.
She's Marasai. I don't know if I'll take her to the national. Sometimes it's just not worth the stress of putting a big fish in the vat over the weekend for sort of sale purposes. Obviously our vats are a little bit smaller than the show vats that customers obviously exhibit in, so we've got to be mindful of the fish's comfort overnight. Even with our zeolite and the filters that we run, obviously it's still not ideal to have a large fish in there producing potentially a lot of ammonia.
Yeah.
So, we'll do a couple of water changes over the weekend anyway, but I'd rather not fill out that space with one big fish and rather take much more affordable pieces with a bit more variety for everyone.
Yeah. Nice Groshki again. So I know a friend of mine, well, get a YouTuber just lost his Groshki.
Oh, okay.
And his favourite one, so he's looking for another one.
There are quite a few through this year, some smaller pieces. These are some of the slightly larger ones. But yeah, I'll pick through them next week. They're just going through their first heat ramp, so they'll be down to 12 degrees in the next couple of days. They'll be up at the weekend and then back down next week for the second heat ramp. And then they'll be kept around about 16, 17 I think for the show, because obviously the water out the tap there is generally quite cold.
Yeah.
So even though they're at nice toasty 25 degrees now going down, I want to keep them down low after the second heat ramp so that it's just an easy acclimation. I don't need to float them in the bags too long, and I don't get so much stress from the big temperature swing. Some of the bigger fish we've seen in the past, we've had a big sort of egg release that time of year because of the temperature difference and the change of environment. So we took a fish last year for sale, a decent sized 3-year-old, who I didn't realise she was quite that egg bound at the time, but in transit she dropped all her eggs in the bag and made a real mess of the vat. So I will avoid big temperature swings or anything like that, just to make sure that they're as comfortable as can be. And then this is our big mix from 2 breeders in the south. So these are all Kozai, from Tamora, so mostly Tamora Sankey, the Harper and the odd shower. And then some of the other larger chunkier pinches actually from Agata, also Kozai. One of them was measuring 47. The achiever there, she's 3 actually, she's the odd one out. A 3-year-old is amongst the rest of them.
It's a nice achiever.
There's a very nice shower below her as well. It's quite hard to see in this water, but there's some lovely pieces to come out in that 4 weeks time. Really hard to get the luster on the skin when it's this green. Horrible.
Yeah, and you can see all the underlining sumi and stuff as that comes out on them.
Yeah,
there's some stunners in there. There's
some really lovely fish. Some of the Tamora Sankey fish shower there, for example, is pretty finished, but pattern wise, sort of very good. We're really impressed with this pattern with the came in. Well, this shower from the gas is really something.
Yeah, I class that like an old school shower.
Yeah,
that's the kind of shower I like.
Yeah, very sumi heavy, got the memoir running down the head. Got a decent frame on which to build body. I mean, that is 45 odd cm and it's 1 year old, you know, it's a great size fish for the age. And the way it's developed is very show ready now.
Yeah.
Good strong body structure.
That was Queni's quarantine section, hospital section, and some of the stuff to take into the national. And these are some of their fittings they've got here. And there's some, oh my god, look at that. They're a Geoga. It's a monster. Some nice big ones in here. Got to be over 70. And I'll tell that low gone down. It's different, so far down, it's difficult to tell. Well, it's got to be 80, I'd say. Wow, that was a beast. See if it tells the size in the books. Have a quick look. If it's going to show that one in here or not. But I'm going through the book at the moment. There's the Benny guy down there at the bottom as well. Like I say, he's been doing a lot of moving of these around, ready for the national. So some of these ain't in here. Turn some of these round. But it's got to be close to 80, that one. Also got some showers in as well. A big, wow, that's a big drum. Is it a drum? What's in this little bio? A massive bio chamber. All filtered here again. Achievers, showers, Jakus, Sankeys, Hakus, Lagoshki. Matsuba. just seen in the saggy. And they said there's not many in this one because he's moved them around again for the national. Here at Zuri's, Yamabuki's, couple of nice Akamatsuba's. Very deep red on them. And this is his, what he calls his show pond, which will be for the national and the auction, I think. And again, these are what will be taken to the national. Again, some absolute beauties in there, some lovely tanchos. Okay, and these are the drums. That's one thing I'm going to come to look at. Not the shower. That's the QK25 combo, and that is the standalone QK25. I spoke with Adam. For my setup and what I'm plans for expansion and everything else, he didn't recommend the combi. He said for me this would be a good option, the QK25, and I have a separate bio chamber which I'll build myself. That'll give me more options, and with this, if I do extend the pond, make it bigger, this is easily going to cope with it. And if I do raise the pond and I can get it to pump to gravity fed, this is an easy one to switch over as well. So this could be potentially one to look at. Yeah, nice little drum there, and I was surprised how light it is, to be honest. Being so thick as well, quite a thick material, it's actually quite light, which surprised me. So yeah, those are the pump fed inlets. Obviously that's your waste. Those are your gravity fed inlets, and these two are your two outlets, and that will be for your pump, your pressure, your pump to spray bar. Okay, some dry goods. A load more food arrive, a pallet somewhere, and are getting ready for the national as well. So all your dry goods. And also all your treatments, medications as well. And lots of ornaments to you big boys. Okay guys, so back home now. Real good visit to Queni. Got some lovely fish in stock. As I said in the video, they're getting ready for the national, so they are taking some lovely fish with them there, so go and check them out. And it was great. I appreciate Adam showing me around his quarantine area, showing what they got in, what will be out of quarantine after the national and things like that. That was really interesting to see and good to see. And it's good to see the filter as well. You know, I've got, as I said before in previous videos, I'm looking at other drums as well, but I do like that little drum. That is looking like it could be the one, to be honest. Talking of the national, which is at the end of the month, the 28th and 29th of this month. This month? Yeah, 28th and 29th of this month. So this is going out on the Friday, so next weekend the national is on, the bkks national. I will be going, and I'll more than likely be going on the Sunday, so come and say hello. It'd be great to see you. I'll be taking some of these with me. I got some stickers made up, so if you want a sticker, come over and see me, ask me for a sticker. I'll have a few in my pocket, and I'm sure Graham will have some in his pocket as well. If you don't see me, you'll see Graham and Bisley. Come over and say hello, it'd be great to see you. So that will probably be on the Sunday, I think I'm going, not the Saturday. I was thinking about both days, but think I'm just going to do the one which will be the Sunday, so it'd be great to see you there. So yeah, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Pop on over to Facebook and Instagram. It'd be fantastic and give me that thumbs up, it really does help. Pop on over to Facebook, Instagram, what's the other one? TikTok, that's the one. And as always, stay safe, job's a good one.